Hey everybody, namaste. Let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. So with the knees spread farther than your hips, go ahead and crawl your way down to the ground. And we'll take a few moments here to settle into our breath. To really allow that transition between whatever we were doing to what we're about to do. And what we're about to do is hopefully within this 20 minutes or so, just to kind of dip our toes into that yogic zone of stillness. There's so much to find in that area of stillness once we're in it. And maybe we can use this session to get a little closer to that space. So let's take a few deep breaths in and out of our nose, filling our lungs up completely with every inhale, and letting everything go with every exhale. And if we can, just be mindful of that breath throughout this session. Just keeping our awareness on that breath and never compromising that deep breathing just for the sake of going into a pose. And with that breath really deep, let's go ahead and integrate some movement into that breath. So come up to tabletop. Hands and knees. Let's do a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, look forward. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the back, look forward. Exhale, push and round the spine. Inhale, arch the back and look forward. Exhale, push the spine and round. Your next inhale, come to neutral spine. Lift your knees up, pull back, downward facing dog. So in this downward facing dog, if it's your first one of the day, or even if your legs are just tight, just go ahead and pedal out your feet as much as you need to. Bend your knees as much as you need to and stick your butt high in the sky. Don't worry about getting your heels down to the ground, just worry about lengthening your back. And you can do that by pushing through your hands and letting your head more freely flow between your arms. Just letting that spine lengthen. Take one more breath here. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Spread your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And slowly work your way to sit between your feet. And if you can't make it all the way back because it's too much on your knees, then just go ahead and stay where you are and just go to the degree that suits you. So just crawl your way back gently so you can really feel how your body is today. If you want, go ahead and lower all the way down onto your elbows and onto your back. But for me, this is a good place. So just sitting up straight. And if it's too much to put your knees on your hands, just go ahead and prop yourself up a little bit, taking some of the weight off your knees. This is a huge stretch to open the front of your legs, your quads, your knees, and the ligaments and tendons around that joint. And a good way to keep your knees as healthy as possible. Okay, one more breath here. Come on up to tabletop. Shake out your legs a little bit. Push your way back, downward facing dog. Still keeping with that deep breath, those deep inhales. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, push as far as you can back, as far as what feels good to you. And the exhale, walk, step, or jump between your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Just take a few moments in this forward fold. You can clasp opposite elbows if you want. You can sway side to side if that feels good. And you can bend your knees as much as you need to. So don't feel pressured to keep your knees straight and your legs straight. Bend your knees to alleviate those hamstrings as much as you want. But do kind of aim the crown of your head to the ground so your spine stays nice and long. And the weight of the head can kind of pull on your entire spine to create some nice healthy traction. Still breathing deep. Maybe with every inhale, now you can feel the bottom of your lungs expanding and your back expanding. Okay. Next inhale, come up to flat back. And just try to lengthen your spine as much as you can. Tuck in your chin gently so the back of your neck stays nice and soft. Taking those inhales and exhales. Take one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the top, hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, lower down in control, all the way to the ground. Inhale, gentle back bend, cobra. Exhale, head to the ground, push up, plank position, downward facing dog. Good job. Let's take a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, push your butt as far up as you can by bending your knees if you need to. Exhale, walk, step, or jump between your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground. This time, very gently, lift your left leg as high as you want until your body says that's enough. And it doesn't have to be as high as anyone else, just as high as what feels right to you at this moment. Try to continue to dip your head low so your spine stays nice and long. If you can, work on straightening your right leg, but you don't have to. Just feel what you're feeling, and that may be plenty for what your body needs. And just take a few breaths here. This is called bending over one leg. Just keep breathing. And if during the pose you feel like the intensity is too much, just feel free to back off. But if you can, and if that feels good, just hold it. Okay, take one more inhale. Exhale, left foot meets right, and switch. Right foot elevates high. High to your own degree. See if you can keep the elevated leg straight, but it doesn't need to be. See if you can keep that traction on your spine by letting your head just dangle freely. And just hold it here. Again, you're not trying to compete with anyone, you're not even trying to compete with yourself about what you could do before or where you think you should be right now. Just feel what you're feeling and just honor what you're feeling by going to the degree that suits you, where it's not too much, where you're ripping apart your hamstring, but it's not too little where you're not feeling anything. Just a couple more breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower in control, all the way to the ground. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, cobra, and we'll take it for a few moments here. So see if you can squeeze your legs together, as if there's a block between your legs that you're trying to squeeze. See if you can keep your butt nice and soft, you're not clenching. See if you can keep your hands at nipple level and gently lift your chest above the ground by keeping your neck still nice and soft, by tucking your chin in towards your chest slightly. And just hold it here for a few breaths. Try to move the curve of your spine, that stretch you're feeling, into your middle upper back, by, instead of splaying your elbows out, hugging in your elbows closer to your body. And press into your palms to your own degree that suits you. And just hold it here for a couple more breaths. Okay. Head down. Take another inhale. Exhale, push up. Plank position. Downward facing dog. Nice job. Now in this downward facing dog, take your left foot and turn it 45 degrees outwards and press back into that downward facing dog. You may feel that along the outside of your left leg. And just breathe into that. And this may be really intense for you, as this connective tissue that's running alongside the outer part of your left leg, it's quite tight in a lot of people. So this may be quite intense. So just go to your own degree. Bend your right knee if you need to, if you want to. Take another inhale. Exhale, switch. Left foot faces forward, right foot turns out 45 degrees. Bend your left knee and just press into that downward facing dog. Modified down dog. Keep those arms strong by keeping them pushing into the ground. And maybe dangle that neck some more so the weight of your head pulls your spine. Two more inhales. Awesome. Come back to a normal facing downward facing dog. Take your right leg up very gently. Bring your right knee to your left elbow Stick your right foot out so it's now on the ground. Roll onto your left foot and bring your left hand to the sky. This is called fallen triangle. And just breathe. If that's too much, then come back and drop down to your knees. But if you want, keep holding this. Keeping that right arm nice and strong by pushing into the ground. And coming on back. Bring your right foot back up to the sky. Exhaling it down to the ground. And we'll switch. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Left knee to right elbow. Turn and shoot out your right leg. Your left leg. Stay flat on your right foot. Take your right hand to the sky. Fallen triangle on the other side. Again, if you need to back off, just drop onto your left knee. But if not, just stay here and hold it. You're really strengthening that side body right now and your core muscles. Okay. Hand down. Left leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left foot next to right. Take a couple of deep breaths here. This is the last downward facing dog. Next exhale, drop to your knees. Spread your feet a little farther than your hips as we did earlier, and sink in between your feet. And see how you're feeling now. You may feel that your legs have warmed up a little bit and your connective tissue is a little bit more open than you started, and you might want to go back more. So instead of propping yourself up, you may feel comfortable resting your hands on your knees, or you may not. You may want to keep propping yourself up. That's completely fine. If you do want more, go ahead and come onto your elbows and eventually onto your back. I'm going to stay here for now and just take a few deep breaths. Just giving gratitude to those standing poses you did, and giving gratitude to yourself for attempting those and attempting to open yourself up and get into that yogic zone now. Okay, come on up. Cross your legs behind you and come onto your seat. Stretch your legs out. Give them a little shake. Either bend your knees or keep your legs straight. I'm going to bend my knees here. Reach forward and slowly start to lean forward until you can grab your bottom of your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to in order to do that. And pull your chest forward, keep your back straight. And fold forward. And while you're folding forward, still try to imagine that the crown of your head, the top of your head, is moving towards your toes. So you don't want to crunch the back, your spine. You want to continue to lengthen it. If you feel comfortable, straighten your legs to your own degree. And they still may be bent. That's totally fine. And keep breathing deep. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale while you slowly walk your way up. Come on to your back. Hug yourself into a nice little ball. Squeeze everything together on an inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. The sun is directly in my eyes, so I'm just going to hold my hand here. But you guys flop open your hands, flop open your legs, and just rest here for as long as you need to. Thanks guys for trying this sequence today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel more relaxed and opened throughout the day. And hopefully you can get into a small meditation afterwards. I'll see you next time, guys. Namaste.